Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Big trick.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
42 the mark, boys. 42. 42 the mark.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
First carry for James Conner. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Check the 38.
Check. 42's the mark. Your track.
From the 38, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On the run is Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't...
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man, it's Jamal Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. He'll get this to Jake Kumaro. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Charles, a little league-wide news as the Browns were taking care of the Jets on Monday Night Football Week 2. We got word that Dolphins safety Minkah Fitzpatrick continuing the exodus from Miami. He was traded to the Steelers in exchange for a first-round draft pick next spring.
And that means Miami is exchanging a 1, Minkah Fitzpatrick, who they use that to acquire, for a 1 next spring. And how valuable will that pick be? Well, the Steelers are 0-2. Ben Roethlisberger's out for the season. This could turn out to be a high #1 pick because the Steelers have been struggling this season, lit up by Tom Brady, Russell Wilson in successive weeks to start the year. We could have a Steelers team that could turn into a top 10 pick for the Miami Dolphins.
On third down, here's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Inside.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Devin Bush. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Mike 50. Mike 50. 77. 77.
Let's go, Mike 50.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, check. Let's go, Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Bravo.
Push him back.
Calm down.
Push him back. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Now Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Look at that.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Jump out. Hey, take 2.
Snap comes at 1. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards on the ground. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. On first down, Rodgers flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And it'll be taken down just past the 20
go, Mike Jones.
at about the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll try and run forward with counter. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
All right.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through it. Didn't happen on that play.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle for 100. Choose a cause, volunteer 100 minutes of your time, and help shape what your community will look like for the next 100 years. Visit NFL.com/huddle for 100 to track your minutes and get rewarded. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. The first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him to first. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Back there every time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. This hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
23
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
It's lunch money.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You gonna put shorts on with that long sleeve shirt? That's how you gonna rock? All right. Yeah. What you gonna do?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
AJ, get the boy, get the nose, get run it back. I think I gotta go. You got your ass kicked. I ain't playing no more.